Hey guys, Matty Boy here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to overlay your design on a JPG background mock-up image, and we're going to be using Photopea, which is a free online editor that you access via your browser. It's basically a Photoshop copy, and I'd just like to say it's not my go-to software. I'm a Photoshop guy, so I may stumble a little bit on this video, but really all you need to do first of all is go to your browser, whatever you use, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, whatever, and just search Photopea, and we use this right through our browser. Now there's pros and cons to using this. Obviously the pro is that it's free. The con is that depending on your internet speed it can be a little glitchy. So to start with, you can click this open from computer if you want to, but the easiest way is just go ahead and drag and drop your background image in. The next thing we need to do is drag and drop our design image in. So if we find our design image, you want to be using a PNG if you've got any transparency, but just drag and drop your design in like that, and that's going to be in what we call free transform, which means it's got these square handles or these square corners, boxes, whatever you want to call them, where you can grab and resize. You can grab the image, you can move it around, and if you go to the corner and move towards the outside of the corner, my arrow cursor there is turned into a curved arrow, which means we can spin and rotate stuff. Now of course there's no rule of thumb here because each one will be slightly different. You just need to eyeball it and make it look right on your design there. Once you're happy with the positioning, press return or enter, and if you want to go back and tweak that again, just make sure your design layer is highlighted. Now mine is called 2800 by 3200 ecom on dark. Remember, yours will be named whatever the different naming is of yours, and that will be your design layer there. So all you do is highlight your design layer, click edit, and then hit free transform, and it goes back into free transform there. Okay, so I'm just going to press return or enter. Another thing you may want to do, depending on design to design, is just turn down the opacity a little bit, and the opacity is the transparency. So here again, with your layer selected, hover above the words opacity, and we can drag left and right to turn down the opacity or turn it up. So you can just dull it down a little bit just so it looks a little bit more realistic, because sometimes they can look pretty bright. So again, that'll depend design to design. You just need to make a decision at the time. Once you're happy with everything, to save it, you go File, Export As. I would recommend you hit JPG. It will bring this box up where you can adjust the quality. You can reformat the size if you wanted to. You can change the actual format. I recommend that you leave the dimensions. These are Etsy dimensions. I recommend you leave them. I recommend you leave that on JPG, and 70% quality is pretty good. If you're using these on your own website, your self-hosted website, the quality is something you're going to want to think about, because basically the better the quality, the more information is in that image, and the bigger the file is, and if you've got a whole load of them on your page, then your page is going to take longer to load. So something to consider there is the size. 70 should be just fine if it will adjust. Okay, and then go ahead, hit save, and that's going to download it straight to your computer there, and you've got your mock-up. Now I'm just going to show you a couple of other things you may want to do with your mock-ups, totally optional. One is add in other graphics and images. So I'm going to take my designs website logo, drag it in. Again, it's in free transform. I'm just going to pop it up in the corner here so you can brand your mock-ups if you want to. Again, completely optional. And you can do this for any image. It doesn't have to be a logo. It could be like a sales banner or a price tag or any other kind of supporting graphics you want to add to your thumbnail. You just drag them in like that. One other thing you may want to do is add some text, and to do that, if we select the T down here, which is already selected for me, which is the text tool, and then move on to your canvas area and click. Now I'm going to put just on sale now. Okay, we can then move our cursor away from the text area, and you'll see it goes to a crosshairs where we can move it around. Okay, so you can position your text wherever you want. You can add multiple layers of text as well. And if you put your cursor in and triple click, it will highlight it all. And then here where it says size, again, you can hover your cursor over. You see it changes to a different icon, and you can drag left or right to change the size. You can also change the justification there as well. Notice that was right justified, so that's now center justified, so now when I change it, it stays in the middle. You can also change the color as well by clicking this little tiny white window. Brings out the color picker where we can drag around here. We can drag up and down on this slider, and here where the hash symbol is, we can actually add a hex code in there as well. So if you want to add your hex code in, you can. I'm just going to put it back to white. Yeah, okay. And then I'm just going to click away from it here so we can see it. Okay, so you can add multiple stuff in here other than your design, other graphics, bits of text, whatever. As soon as you're happy with it, again, file, export as. I'm going to go for JPEG. Okay, I'll leave those settings the same. Okay, and let's just go and have a quick look just to make sure it did save. It's that one there, and there we go. There is our mock-up ready to upload. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.